coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We out here, man. 33 years of prison stories. We rolling, man. Boom. Them hooks, man. We rolling. We out here. We putting in that work. Check your status. They putting in their work. You know, the hater raid is up in full effect, man. They still taking subs. So make sure you check your status, man, and make sure you are subbed if that's what you want to be to this channel, to this movement, to this positive energy. I appreciate you. You see that? Positive vibes only. That's what we pushing over here. So check your status, man, and make sure this is where you want to be, because we got, you know, forces working against us. But you know, if it ain't no opposition, it ain't no competition. So we got to keep pushing forward, man. We got 100K. Big love to TBP Nation for that. But we going beyond that, man. That's just a starting point. Let's go. Let's get it. Peace. Big love, TBP Nation. We out here. Hey, man. Man, I don't know. I guess this morning in the mud, man, they was talking about, you know, different situations and stuff. Somebody told me I was in some type of documentary, you know, with the Wallace Ridge thing. So it just made me just, you know, put me right back in prison, thinking about prison. But while I was thinking about that, this came up in my mind, so I want to get this story out of my mind while it's still in my head, though. Crazy situation that happened in the visitor room, right? And I seen a lot of things in the visitor room, man, but this was one of my wildest things I seen in the visitor room. Crazy, crazy situation. Now, to my understanding, this is how the situation unfolded. Okay, it was a dude that was locked up, right? And he had only been locked up for a couple of years. But it was an older dude that's been locked up, you know, double digit years, not a lot, like 10, 12, but that is a lot to y'all. I know I say that, you know, because, you know, I did 33. So it don't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. A year is a lot. 12 months is a lot in prison to be locked up away from your family, things you love, so on and so forth. But anyway, the dude was an older dude, so he was just pressing him, you know, because he was in the cell with him. So he handling them in the cell, right? You know, he get commissary, you know, because people looking out for him. Sometimes he do just eat some of his stuff without him, you know, without asking nothing. He don't really appreciate it, but he kind of like he can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So he stay in the cell though, but he dealing with it, but he really can't do nothing about it, and he feel physically like he can't whoop the dude, you know, and then he don't want to check in because he don't want to get the label on his name. He ain't really got no, you know, no homeboys or nothing that's trying to ride or do nothing with him. So he just stuck in a situation. And a lot of dudes get stuck in situations like that when they ain't got no squabble, they ain't got no rumble in them. They get in there and they ain't got enough heart to, you know, make a play. You know, make you a hot pocket, a lock in the sock or something, or pick that Bethlehem up. They ain't got the heart to do though, and or they don't want to, you know, run their time up and end up being there longer, or you know, worst case scenario, you know, get hurt themselves, lose their life, or take a life. So those are some real life situations and real life decisions that you got to make in prison, and you can only make them decisions for yourself. Can't nobody else make that decision for you. Somebody else looking from the outside in and say, "Oh man, he's scared. I'd have did this. I'd have did." You don't know what you would have did. You don't know what you would have did because you ain't been in that situation. So I guess he was in that situation and that's how he was handling it. So this is the craziest thing about it is, so he got a brother on the street, an older brother. That's who be looking out for him. You know, I'm assuming his whole family do, if his brother do, but his brother be looking out for him. So his brother be coming to see him sometime. So it just so happened that his brother come to see him one time, and old boy get a visit at the same time. So old boy is in the visiting room with his celly, and his celly is in there with his brother, who is older than him. And I guess they get to talking, and he let him know this is my celly right here. This the dude I be telling you, man, how he be doing me in the cell, because obviously he had been telling them on the phone, or had been telling them in the visit room, or had been writing them or whatever, checking on his brother well-being, how you doing, how you holding up in prison, whatever. Name my celly, man, he been locked up a while, he on this crazy stuff, he a big old dude, man, but he be, going in my food and, talking to me crazy and da. So his brother telling him, man, you gotta stand up for yourself. He like, man, I ain't trying to get in no trouble. What? But his brother probably knew all the time that he's scared, because he ain't built like that. He got himself in a situation where he got to do some time, and then he got to, this is where you got the man up at. Because I told you, it ain't no help in there for you. Not on the inside. Ain't nobody got you. You got you on the inside. You the only one that got you. So I guess by him being in there, his brother is listening, and he done pointed him out. So his brother mad and looking at him, you letting them name, and they talking. So they catch the attention of him. So he look and he see him, and he can read the body language. He been in prison, 10 years or better. He can read the body language. He know that they talking about him. You know what I'm saying? He know they talking about him. So he looking at them, they looking at each other. And the older brother, the one that's on the street, he a civilian. He mean mugging them, looking at him and woo woo. So he get up to go to the machine to get some for his little brother. And as he get up to go to the machine, he looking at him like, like lay up off my brother. If I was in here, he getting him all of that with the look. So old boy looking at him, like I say, he done been in the penitentiary a decade or better. He ain't tripping over no, that type of stuff right there. That don't get you nothing in the penitentiary. You got to produce in the penitentiary. You got to be action figure in there. Talking ain't gonna get it. So he see old boy, so he smirk at him. So I guess that make the dude on the street, the brother on the street, feel some type of way. So he say, F you, you know what I'm saying? And in the VI, you a visitor here. You coming up in here. You a civilian. You on the street. So he telling the man, F you. So he said, nah, F you. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, what's up? He said, what's up? Oh boy, get up. He don't even supposed to stand up in the visiting room, you know what I'm saying, unless you get ready to leave or go out to use the bathroom or something. So he stand up, and old dude acting like he's tough. So next thing you know, before the CO can notice it, they walking towards each other, and they just take off. Bam, bam, bam. Now I'm up in this joint, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So they rumbling up in here, bang, bang. But I didn't know the whole backstory at first, because old boy this in there with the old time, they not even in my block. But when you go to the visiting room, everybody goes to the visiting room from different blocks or whatever. Everybody's in the visiting room. So it ain't no telling who you're running to in the visiting room. So I don't know at the time why they rumbling, and it's going crazy. It's chaos in there. And as I told y'all before, when stuff like that happen, man, dudes in the VI be trying to do anything. If somebody in there got the package, they trying to put the package up. They trying to get the package now, because all attention, all cameras, everything is gonna go to this incident. Dudes being there trying to get their funky roll on, get their kisses on, get their feels on, everything, because you got, that window of opportunity. You understand? You got that window of opportunity. So at the time, they rumbling hard, man. Old boy on the street he was putting up a good tussle, but not good enough. Now, this chump, this his brother, he sit there for a minute and ain't moving while chaos going on. The people done blew the whistle, holler, everybody sit down, everybody sit down, everybody get out of the way, get out of the way. So boom, then they done called the other people, so the other people come. So then finally he jump up and run over there, because old dude, his celly, get on top of his brother. So he run over there, jump on his back. Man, he flipped this joker over. He fighting. He whooped both of these jokers in the visiting room for more or less. His celly ain't really take too much punishment, because he was scared. He ain't, by the time he got in it, but he took a shot or two. But he had to really focus on the brother from the street, because the brother on the street was fighting hard. So man, these people is knocking over tables. People, visitors, then got up and moving. Women screaming. Dudes funky rolling. Dudes kissing and squeezing. I mean, it was, man, this was madness up in this joint. Pure madness. So they rumbling. Then all these police come in, like I told you. They not built like that. They ain't really built for all that type of, physicality, man. They built by using their uniform, using their authority, using their position to gain control. That's not really working when you talking about somebody that's from the street. He from the street. He a civilian. He ain't paying attention to no whistle, no orders, demands. You barking. He fighting. You know what I'm saying? And he putting up a fight. And the brother, the brother, the one that he taking up for, he know, he listened to the rules and the barking. He stop automatically, lay down, get cuffed up. While the other ones is trying to separate those two. Man, chairs is everywhere. Man, people is up against the wall, people over in the corner. Then they start telling everybody, you got to leave the visiting room, you got to leave. So you messing up people's business now. So now you got dudes in there talking, no, my people ain't going. My people came all the way from Jersey. Man, y'all tripping up in here. Well, it's just madness in there because they trying to terminate the visits because this situation that got so out of control. They trying to terminate the visits, which is almost about to set off a whole minute riot up here because dudes ain't going for that. This ain't our fault. Our people done took their time off from work, whatever it is that they had to do, and drove up here and gave up their time to spend gas money, then put things aside and rearrange their schedule. And y'all tell me you gonna take my visit and we ain't did nothing. No, man, we ain't going for that, man. Ain't nobody leaving, man. You better get the warden over here. You better get the watch command over here. No, baby, you ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to leave. No, man, y'all, hey, look, calm down. No, ain't no calm down, man. Y'all messing up people's visits, man. Y'all handle that. And it was just madness. You know what I'm saying? It's madness. You know, I'm in there with one of my homeboys at the time. Anyway, I wish it was somebody else because that was, like I say, it was a grand opportunity. So it was crazy with me. So homeboy, he gone. He rolling out. So I'm over there by the wall. I ain't leave neither because I'm watching all of what's going on, seeing what's happening. You know, so it was just madness, man. The major end up coming over there. You know, the captains is over there. The lieutenants is over there. They try to show more, you know, uniforms as a show of force, man. Like, hey, man, hey, visitors, y'all got to leave. Y'all got to leave right now. Y'all got to go. Woo, 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 woo. Dudes are still barking. They still like, you know, they on. It's like a standoff now because now by now they got like 30 officers over here. You know what I'm saying? It's more officers in there than it is visitors and inmates. So they got like 30 officers over there. So people start filing out, leaving. Inmates mad. You know, dudes is like, man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. They trying to calm dudes down. Dudes ready to rumble. And they know it. They can see it on edge because, like I say, man, that's one thing you don't play with, man. You don't play with that visiting room, man. You don't play with people visitors. And dudes going to get real testy. And I'm one of them. They going to get real testy if you barking orders and talking loud to their people, because their people ain't locked up and you not gonna treat them like you treating us back here because they ain't did nothing to deserve that. So why they hollering, y'all got to go, y'all dudes like, hey man, lower your voice, man. Lower your voice, man. Don't be hollering at my people like that. Don't be hollering. Hey, calm down, Jones. Come, hey, no, don't holler at my people. So they look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to leave. Y'all got to leave. They know that this is a potential, you know, crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? And it can be. I'm telling you, man, dudes is gonna go all the way out for their people. Dudes that might be back there that ain't even about that life. They ain't even about no violence. They trying to do their time. They trying to stay out of the way. They could mess with their people. Mess with their people and whatever they locked up for, you will see it come out. Because that you know what I'm saying? And I feel the same way. So man, this chaos in there. They done got the dude up. They got the dude brother, you know, the one that's locked up, they done took him in the back. The dude brother, they trying to escort him out. He's still trying to tussle with him. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. You know, so he like, boom, and he right. You ain't got no reason to be touching him. You not the police for real. You know what I'm saying? You just got authority inside this building. Outside of this building, you just a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? And these COs a lot of them don't even understand. They think they real police. You ain't no, man, get your hand, you know, and he ready to rumble with one of the COs. Because the CO keep on getting up on him, trying to escort him out, but he keep on saying, you don't touch me though. Just don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? So the major, he trying to corral the whole situation, trying to get some order. Then they get all of us to line up on the back side of the wall so they can start taking us out one at a time. Man, I'm going to tell you, if it was any paraphernalia up in there that day, you got away with it. They ain't even strip search us because they wanted to get us up out of there. They just let us go back in the back, put our clothes on, and leave. You know what I'm saying? Normally you supposed to get script search and all that. They was just trying to get the situation under control because it was out of control. So if dudes had got anything, man, you could, man, you could have, you could have bought anything up out of that joint. You could have bought just somebody was saying today or this morning in the mud about somebody got shot in a prison or something. Man, you could have bought a gun out there. You could have bought a Uzi out there that day because they was just discombobulated. Like I told you, it's an institution. All these Jones is institution. All these Jones supposed to be professionally ran. But at the same time, it is not, because whenever they have a crisis or whenever something happened that they not prepared for, they don't know what to do. They just wing it. You know, they show a number of force by just bringing a lot of people and just clearing out whatever area that's going on or whatever situation is going crazy. They just clear it out and then they try to figure it out because they don't know what be going on. They ain't even equipped for that. Like I told you, half of the COs there, man, it's every bit of, man, probably about 85-90% of them ain't even in shape. They ain't built for no physicality. They not. They built for this job and they want the benefits and the whatever else that comes with it. That's it. They ain't built to be tussling and rustling and fighting with nobody, man. They ain't built like that. You know, half of them can't even run 10 feet. Yeah, 10:33 code, whatever they running. You see them running, that somebody could be getting killed. But that's what be going on. So anyway, man, they line us up, man. They get us all out there, man. I'm in the middle, so by the time I get out, man, I'm like, man, this joke was crazy. You know, old boy, they lock him up. You know, then you got to realize these two dudes was in the cell together. He got to go back to the cell with him. You know he not going back up in that cell. You know he not going back up in that cell. So, but they going to jail anyway, both of them. But you know he won't gonna go back up in that cell. So they, you know, just imagine that they had to go pack their stuff up. So they got to pack the whole cell up. So that whole cell gonna be empty. They got to be able to separate their stuff. That's how when you be getting locked up and you and your cellie, you don't know what's going on. That's when your property get missing. That's when you got personal items, personal pictures, personal commissary, cosmetics, whatever it is. That's when it's all mixed up because that people gonna go in there and just pack up everything. It ain't like they know this is, they know that's here. They don't even know what to separate, and both of y'all gone. So that's a whole nother problem. That's how a lot of dudes lose property over the years. You know, real sentimental stuff, real important stuff. It get lost in translation and in transportation because the way they pack your stuff, they just gonna go in there and be throwing everything in the bag. They ain't got no type of respect for your property, no nothing. You got personal letters. You might got legal mail. Your mail might be mixed up with his mail. Me and Dixon done got locked up in the same cell a couple of times together, man. I got Dixon paperwork in my paperwork. He got my paperwork in his paperwork. I got his pictures. All they just mix your stuff all up, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. This is a part of doing time. You know you helpless in certain situations. It's just the way it's gonna shake out. Just like that visitor room incident. Just because they had beef and that Joan jumped off, that's gonna terminate your visit. Your visit gone. What you gonna do? Write a grievance, complain about it? It ain't gonna change the situation. Your people still took time to separate what they had going on the street. Say I'm gonna go visit him on this day, and then that's all messed up. See, and that's another thing that deter people from wanting to come visit. Now, just imagine somebody coming and visit you the first time, and this type of situation happen. They ain't got no incentive to come up. They on the street, man. To them, that look like pure madness. And they may think in their mind, you could tell them all you want, man, that don't be happening all the time. That was just some crazy type of, you know, junk some roommates was going through and the dude, man, they don't want her that. They don't want to put yourself in that frame of mind. And oh Lord, if you had a girl come and see you for the first time, she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. Because that will mess you up. Now you know you got people that might have their mom in there. You know they gonna be overprotective. These police yelling and barking. There's violence in here. It's just too much, man. And in situations like that, man, it turn you know a privilege that we have into now that we can't have it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll do that, man. And like I say, that mess people visit up, man. They had dudes on edge, dudes was barking, dudes hollering, dudes mad, dudes ready to fight. If the police say the wrong thing, make the wrong move, to the wrong person, it's gonna create even a whole bigger situation. That's why they had the major and the captain and all of them over there trying to talk calmly, because you got these young officers and they trying to think that they running stuff, and the way they talking, and they ain't got no type of no filter on their mouth, because they just been trained to bark orders. Hey! No, you gonna get hurt, man. you gonna get hurt. Because dudes don't think then in those type of situations, like I'm putting my hand on the officer, I'm gonna go to court, I'm gonna get some more time. They're gonna try to, do this to me when they get the cuffs on. Dudes ain't thinking like that right then and there, because they in that moment and they thinking about their family, and they thinking about what they losing, and they thinking about, I ain't do nothing to lose this. Why? It's a feeling of being in the right. And it ain't nothing like feeling like you in the right, that you will go through whatever when you feel you in the right. You know what I'm saying? I know I will. When I feel like I'm in the right, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go all the way out, man. Nah, I ain't wrong. Because I know when I'm wrong, they're gonna punish me to the fullest degree. So when I'm right, I'm gonna stand up to the fullest degree. And whatever come with it, come with it. The only reason that I won't tripping was because it was just my homeboy that can't see me, don't even usually come see me at all. So it was an unexpected visit for me. But had I been in there with a significant person in my family or somebody, man, I'd have been in there kirking out too. I'd have been in there kirking out, man. But it was a crazy situation, man. One of the wildest jumps I seen in the visiting room, and something did that scene this morning just sparked that and made me think about that. Because like I say, man, memories comes through conversation, man. When y'all bring up something, it might make me remember something, because I done seen so much in there for so long, man. There's so much stuff in my brain that it just depends on what I'm thinking about that will spark that memory. I said, oh, I remember when that happened. But I remember that joke, man. As sure as grits is groceries, man. That dude ended up whooping both. He got shipped too. He got transferred. But he whooped his celly and his brother at the same time in the visiting room. That man whooped his celly and his celly brother in the visiting room. Yo, that's crazy. And I know dudes that done seen stuff in the visiting room. And then when I was in there, even when I was getting transferred and went other places and stuff, and dudes be talking and you be kicking it with your celly or somebody else, and you say, man, what happened to me? Man, I was used to tell him that. I said, man, I was on the jump, man. The dude, whipped his celly and his brother in the visiting room, because he was leaning on the brother, because the brother was green, and he was really advantage taking him. But it seemed like Kama would have got him, but it ain't get him that day, because he was the one that was wrong, and he still beat both of them. He still beat both of them. But yeah, man, crazy situation, man. Yeah, penitentiary is crazy though, man. I would advise you not to go. I would advise you to tune in to this channel, man, and get all your prison information, but don't go get it firsthand, man. But anyway, man, I just wanted to tell y'all that. I thought that was just a crazy situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like the comments up, man. Share the video. Tell somebody else about the video, man. We got to get back on the moving track, man, the upwards track, man, and keep running this thing up until we can get back where we're supposed to be. But we'll still be here as well. We're going to just try to keep it going, man. TBP Nation, stand up. Appreciate y'all. Big love to everybody out there who support the movement, support the platform. Check your status. Make sure you sub. They are removing subs on their own, whoever they may be. So check your status and make sure you sub. Make sure you support the platform, man. Supporting is important. TBP Nation, stand up. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks, man. Somebody should have told Frank to duck them hooks from Tank. Because I don't think he remember his social security number after that shot. Salute, man. We out here.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in